And this one is a cooperative horror adventure game that does take some inspiration from H.P. Lovecraft, because this is a game that does feature multi-dimensional creatures that can also inflict insanity on the different players. And if you do get driven too far into insanity, you're going to be incurring all sorts of different disabilities that are going to be making the game a little bit more difficult. But this is a game that does play over several missions, and it is designed for a mature audience because there's going to be sensitive content that you're going to be exposed to and some morally questionable decisions that you'll have to make. The enemy activations and player order are all determined by their initiative values, and you're going to be creating an initiative queue and then activating each of those characters in order until each player and enemy has had a turn. And then at the end of the round, you're going to be drawing an event card, which is going to have negative effects, making the game more difficult the longer that it goes on. On a player's turn, they're going to be drawing effort cards, which they'll then be spending in order to take up to 3 actions. Your different actions are normally going to allow you to move around on the board, engage in combat, or destroy portals or barriers out on the board, or even scavenge for items that may be able to help you throughout the game. Some points of interest or missions might have their own special actions that you can take as well, but normally you can only spend 1 card per action, but some cards do have the ability to be chained together, allowing you to have more options and more powerful actions. Whenever your character is attacked, you can actually decide where you want that damage to be incurred, so you can decide whether it's going to be injuring your armor or your shield if you do have that, or you could spend an effort card or chain them together in order to dodge, block, or parry, or one of your teammates could also do that same thing in order to push you out of the way or take that damage for themselves. And of course, if you're not able to avoid that damage, then you're going to be losing some of those health points. As players explore the board and progress throughout the game, you'll be stumbling into some narrative scenes where you're going to have to make some sort of choice, which could lead to different upgrades and bonuses, but they can also have some consequences as well, and more than likely they'll reveal the moral integrity of your character or lack thereof. But ultimately, players are trying to complete the objectives of the mission in order to win that mission, and normally you'll be able to lose that mission if all the characters die or if the effort cards run out. And some of these missions will also have additional ways that you can lose the game, so you'll want to try and avoid those situations as well. But if this one does look interesting to you, you can go ahead and check it out. I will have it linked down below, and of course you can follow along to get notified once this one launches.